Hello, everybody. I'm Mark. We're doing some bash therapy a little early today. Um, Hoping people can stop in. We closed the store a little early just because of the bad weather. Concerned about getting people home safely and don't want people coming out if it's not going to be safe. Drive. But we could still do some fun stuff, show off some fabric, talk about the store and how everything's going. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait a little bit for people to join. But yeah, so I'm Mark, moving up here to the floor, so you'll see me around a bit more, doing videos and stuff, and just being out from my cave in the back. But it is cold. It was snowing sideways here for a little bit, and then it stopped, and then it just looks like I don't want to be outside right now. I'm going to be 100% honest. It does not look good. My house is supposed to get about like 5 inches of snow, which I'm super pumped for because Greg stole the snowblower when he moved out my house. Granted, I think South Dakota gets a lot more snow than Nebraska, so that's all right. Plus, me and my other roommate can shovel pretty good. So, no, I'm not excited for more snow. After the 70-degree weather, it was like, I just thought wintertime would be over. All right, so we're doing bash therapy today. Let me get the link here. I'll post it in the comments. So if you want a link to the products that I'll be talking about, I'm just going to be talking about fun stuff. Kathy and Jake, bring on the snow. Kathy and Jake are gone this week, so I got free reign of stuff to pick out. So I just kind of grabbed what I felt would be cool to talk about. So I don't want to put myself in timeout, guys. There we go. That's what I wanted. Hi, everybody that's coming in. So that is the link. I just posted it in the comments. If you want to look at any of the products I'm going to be talking about today, I'm just going to be showing some stuff off. And then afterwards, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on here at Fabric Bash and what we're doing. So, yeah. Let's see. What are we going to talk about first? Let's just get into it. First, I'm going to show off some panels. So let me go grab them. All right. I don't know how new these are. I didn't do any of the receiving for them. That was all Jake and Kathy. But so we are not selling on this live stream. My understanding is we're not doing comments sold or anything. But if you want any of the products that we mention on this live stream, you can go to our website, which is fabricbash.com, and under the Bash Therapy tag, that's where these will all be. The pinned, or the one you're seeing on screen is is the link to it. So I'm just going to be talking about stuff I think is cool. That's all. So first thing we got is some cool panels. This one is called, what is it called? Yes, the Ghostly White Horse. I don't know. I just thought it was cool, so I'm showing it off. So if you haven't been in our store recently, or you're out of state and you don't come to our store and you just shop online, I'm just talking about some of the products we got. Next one we've got up. There are two horse ones that look very similar on my website. This one is the Intense Bay Horse. I don't know anything about horses, but it looks sweet, so I'm showing it off here. It is an 18 by 18 inch panel. That's what we're talking about. Just stuff I think is cool. I'm trying to look at the comments too to see what people think. But I'm going back and forth, so forgive me if I'm not reading everything here. All right, next one we've got is the vintage sewing panel, which is 24 by 16. There we go, now you can see it. So it's a vintage Singer. Also just looks cool. I've not sewn on one of these before, clearly. But I've moved a bunch of them, and man, did they make those sewing machines freaking heavy. They are not fun to move, and they're also delicate. I always feel bad moving them because I don't want to break them. All right. And then next, we've got Dignity of Earth and Sky panel. So if you know Kathy, she drives a lot between our South Dakota store and our Nebraska store, and every single time she does, she gets to tell me, "Oh, I saw Dignity. Isn't she awesome?" So finally, we have a panel of it. So I guess technically now I can say it back every time she goes up. I hear about it so much, though. I mean, it's a pretty cool statue if you've ever been up in South Dakota. So, but we got a panel of it now, which is a 20 by 20 panel. So fun. I want to talk about some fabric though now. Some of the new fabric we just got in this week that I helped put out for the first time. So I hadn't done that before. Can you believe it? I've been working at this sewing machine for a while, or this quilt shop for a while now, and I haven't been putting out fabric that much. So this is, let me scroll down, or actually I can just freaking read, use my college education here. Wide floral with dragonflies. I couldn't tell you what these flowers are, I'm going to be honest. But it's a floral print in purple and blues, and then you can see the dragonflies on it. So, I don't know if this is brand new, but we just got this bolt of it in. So, very cool. Man, those whitebacks get a workout freaking lifting them up and then up and down again. All right, what are we doing next here? Let me look. Let's do some more fabric. I think fabric's cool. All right, so if anybody's a gamer out there, we've got this new line of fabric in. That's all like 8-bit and sort of video game themed. So this is the whole line. It is the Game Over line. So this one is the landscape. It's got some 8-bit snails, and there's a whale in there. He's upside down. There we go. There's the whale. And then we've got some T-Rex. Where's the T-Rex? Can I find the T-Rex and show the camera right here? There's a little guy. There's a little guy. I don't know exactly what we've got for Easter, but I've got an Easter-y thing coming up in Tula Pink. So if you just want to wait, we can do that next after we show this line. Here is like a background fabric for it. This one is the Pixel Camo in multicolors, I guess. So it's, it's bright, pixelated, kind of fun. This one is the one. This next one is the one I'm really excited about. It's the Pixel Camo in green. If you've played Minecraft, this looks like a freaking creeper. Oh, Pixel Camo in pine. Sorry, not green. Yeah, reminds me of a creeper. Then we've got some 8-bit characters on a white background, or just 8-bit stuff on a white background. Let me get close to the camera so you can kind of see it there without getting too dark. Hopefully that's coming out clear on the video. I put it in front of my face, I can't see the video. And then finally, the last one for this game over line. We've got like a retro controllers. So if you know any gamers, or if you're like me and you are a gamer, that would be a cool quilt to make some fabric with, or some cool fabric to make a quilt with. We also have it kitted up for you if you just want to do a kit. This is the Honor kit, so let me pull that out so you can see what it will look like. So it'll be the same fabric I just showed it'll look like that. And it finishes, does it have a finished size? 57 by 76 inches. What size of quilt is that? What kind of bed would it fit on? I don't know. Someone smarter than me would probably know. As you can see, I'm very much not a quilter. I do video stuff. So I will need to make some quilts, though. You know what? Greg, who's been working here kind of longer than I have, has still never done a quilt. So I could be the cooler brother and do a quilt before the South Dakota Greg gets on. All right. Somebody was talking about Easter. We've got a couple. I'm not entirely sure what is super Eastery in the store for fabrics. I know we did just get this guy in. There we go. Sorry about that. This is the Posh seasonal bunny kit. So this finish size is 26 by 38. It's like a wall hanging in Tula Pink. And it's going to be like there's a whole bunch of these kits. So this is our one for Easter, part of the Posh seasonal club. So it's fun. I don't know anything about Tula Pink. I know people like it a lot. But you get a little bunny with a bent ear or a sock on his ear or something. And he's holding an egg. Look at that. Somebody's telling me that was throw size. That, you know what, that makes a lot of sense, because I heard either Yvonne or Janky say most of our kits we tend to do the throw size, and then people can make them bigger with borders if they want. Let's see. I am going to talk next about the green jelly vinyl, which I've got right here. So this is a roll of vinyl, and I can't undo it to show you what it looks like, unfortunately, but you can kind of see it's not very see-through, but it's like a thick plasticky vinyl, and it goes with the Quick Zippy pouch and the Quick Boxy pouch. So they're little zipper pouches, and we have more colors than just green on our website and in the store. I'm looking over there right now. I see orange and yellow and sort of like a gold, maybe a silver. Of course, you've got purple. I just grabbed the green one because it was available. I just grabbed one from the box. But this is an 18 by 53 inch roll of it. And we had Jackie made one of the box pouches. She said it was super easy. If you're intimidated by zippers, which I am, apparently this is like one of the easiest zipper things to do just to get practice. And she only used maybe 10 or 12 inches of this roll that she made it from. And so she could get, with 56, you could get maybe 4 or 5 different zippy pouches or boxy pouches. You could probably even get more of the zippy pouches because they're a bit smaller, just from the one roll, and some zippers and some hardware for like clipping it onto things. They remind me of like pencil bags when I was in middle school. I had also heard somebody saying it would make a pretty good, like, you're going hunting and you need some like small like toothbrush and stuff in, or you're going traveling, it would make a good pouch for that. In the car, I would probably keep, dice in it because I'm a nerd. I play D&D. So yeah, just a bunch of, a quick little zipper pouch, nothing too crazy. Next thing I'm going to talk about, I'm probably going to have to move the camera. But first we're going to talk about the actual blocks. So we've got the Riley Blake 2026 Our Town Block of the Month kit. This one is February, and it's a 16 by 16 inch square that it makes. And this one is January. We've got both of them in the store, and it's a church. So let me go. I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to move. So be careful. If you're motion sick, maybe look away. I'll try and stand here so it's at least a little stable. But I'm going to go find the kit because we've got it hanging up on the wall. If you're coming into Omaha Fabric Bash, there it is. So it's nice, cute. Maybe I step back. Maybe I turn the camera so you can actually see it. I'm away from the computer, so I can't see any of the comments. But you got like a quilt cottage, a hair salon, a school, building that is a building. Looks like a bakery. I don't know. It's a fun little cute block of the month thing. Yeah, there's that. Now we're gonna walk back. Sorry if you get motion sick. I just wanted to show off the actual finished one for you. There we go. Now we're back. Cable pouch, that would work really well with those zippies. I like it. Another thing I think would be like little tool kits. Like I have like a little set of screwdrivers I just keep rubber banded together, but if I had a pouch for them, it would be a little more convenient. Or some like wrenches or something. It's that vinyl is pretty sturdy for whatever you would need. All right. I got another brand new kit to talk about. The Ladies Love Flowers kit. I'm going to pull out some fabrics and the pattern here. Here is what it looks like before I do that. And this is the finished. It looks like there's some paper piecing. I believe, I don't know what paper piecing looks like, but I'm guessing that's what this stuff is. The finished size of the project is 53 by 53, and the finished block size is 6 inches by 6 inches. And let's look at the fabric, because that's really what's important, right? So we've got some ladybug fabric in there, a floral sort of grayish blue, sort of teal looking thing, the same print. Yeah, it's the same print, but in pink, and it's sort of floral. I think, I don't know if those are berries or little tiny bugs. I couldn't tell you. We got the same one in yellow with red print. We've got a red floral, and then that same one, but it's yellow with white flowers for some of the fabric. And here's some more. Here's that panel that was in the middle. And then we've got some whites with, I don't know what you would call it. There's like a star on it and some dotted lines. We've got some more ladybugs and florals. Another floral, but much darker. It's sort of a really dark, sort of a greenish gray. I don't know if it's coming through too well on the camera. It's kind of greenish. We have the same fabric, but in red. This one to me looks like a picnic table almost, but in all red. More ladybugs. Green floral-y guy. And finally, more ladybugs. So, it's fun. If you like ladybugs, it's even more fun. Hopefully, it's a springtime freaking quilt. Maybe we can get some spring here in Nebraska. I don't know how South Dakota is doing. I heard their weather is better than ours, which stinks. That means Greg can go golfing and I can't go golfing. Lisa, you are just helping me out so much. Goodness gracious. You have all the answers that I don't have. Thank you. Lisa says those are applique, it's not paper piecing. So that makes a lot more sense. All right, let me just get this put back away. We're going to talk about some books, some Cuddle. We'll talk about the Cuddle first, and we'll finish with the books, and we'll talk about some classes that we're having here and in South Dakota. Put this away so that I can put it back on the shelf nice and neatly. All right. Shannon Cuddle kits. We've got a bunch of them in store. But here are some new ones, or I've been told that they are newer. We just got a bunch back in store. This one is called, what is it called? Crossroads. I can't, it's sealed in a bag. I cannot take it out to show you. But that is what it looks like, finished. It's 58 by 73. The colors that they suggest for the backing are autumn, jeans, and navy. So there's a lot of blues and some reds. That looks pretty cool. The other one we've got that's newer is with these blues and blacks. It is called Till You Come Back. Look at that. Same size. Is it the same size? It's a little smaller, 58 by 68, and that's what it looks like finished. If you can see it, I hope it's coming through all right to everybody's screens, but you should come and check them out because we've got a bunch of them in, and we've got a couple samples of them. These are ridiculously soft. So if you like plush, soft quilts, they are exactly what you're looking for. It looks like we've got some moose ones restocked. We've got a teddy bear one. They are just ridiculously soft. They're super nice quilts. All right, I got some books to talk about. Let me go grab that. Hang on just a minute. I'm walking off camera. All right, the first one we've got is the 10-inch quilt block book. So it comes with, I don't even know. I was handed this and someone told me to talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it. Oh, there's stuff you can do with 10-inch or pre-cut 10-inch squares or cut 10-inch squares. Bunch of patterns, some of the crazy designs you can make with this book. That's pretty sweet. If you like 1-inch squares, that could be fun. Yeah, just a fun book we have here in the store. Next one I want to talk about is the Perfect Panel 3-yard quilts. So this is by Donna Robertson and Fran Morgan. And they are just a bunch of panels. I think I met these guys at QuiltCon. I think I went to their... No, I met them at Market in Houston. Sorry, excuse me. QuiltCon's happening this next week. Let me just show you the back because that's just going to be better. These are all the kind of quilts that you can make that are in this book with their panels. Yeah, they're super nice ladies. I met them. They're super nice. Their book seems fun. Again, not a quilter. We'll say aspiring quilter. All right. Lisa, again, layer cakes is what you would use for the 10-inch squares. You can tell I'm really good at this. Thank you again for saving me on that one. All right. Next book I want to talk about, because we have a class on Saturday all about binding. So if you're a beginner, we do binding classes occasionally. We've got one coming up on Saturday. This is the basics of binding. It walks you through a bunch of the basics, shows you pictures to help you along the way. Different methods of binding, when you might use different methods. We have a class coming up again, but this would be great. We're going to talk about a lot of the stuff that's covered in the book. Yeah. Last thing I'm talking about in terms of products is our 6-inch Scrappy Stars. So this is 25 different paper piece stars you can do with Scrappy quilts. This is a class we have coming up in March going over these. So if you are like us, quilting, you've got a lot of scraps, so you can put them to use, and you can take a class about it. Let me look so I can get the exact date. I would hate to say the wrong things here. So the Scrappy Stars paper piecing class is March 11th. I believe that's a Wednesday. We have a binding class this Saturday. The next one will be in May. So if you're like me, I'll probably be in one of those classes. and you're new to quilting, you haven't done binding before, it's a super beginner friendly. The binding one is a super beginner friendly class. You might even see me in it. But with all of our classes, if you sign up on our website, please make sure we have 2 store locations now. We have Omaha and South Dakota. Please make sure you're signing up for either the Omaha one if you're coming to Omaha, or the South Dakota one if you're coming to South Dakota, because it's not 2 websites. It's 1 website, 2 stores. Just please make sure because I would hate for someone in Omaha to sign up and be like, oh, yours is in South Dakota. Sorry. So please make sure you double check which one those are, which one you actually want to sign up with. Unless you want to go on vacation and go see Rushmore, I guess. The South Dakota people coming here, Omaha doesn't have anything cool like that, though. I guess we got a zoo. But yeah, some last things before I head out here. I just wanted to touch on some updates about the store. Kathy and Jacob, like I said earlier, are gone, at least until sometime next week. They are in Chicago at Bernina training, and then they're going to go to QuiltCon, and then they have a meeting in North Carolina. So they are traveling all over the place. Let's see here. I have notes on what I wanted to talk about. We have a Radiance event coming up in South Dakota at the beginning of March. And then if you want to bring your machine in, we repair machines here. We are 2 weeks out for just a regular domestic machine. Things like long arms and specialized machines, probably more like 4 weeks out, because Jake is the one who handles those, and he has been he is busy, as a store owner. So he doesn't always get time to sit down and work on those as much as he would like. So about 4 weeks on those. If you're bringing a quilt in, because we do edge-to-edge quilting and custom quilting, we're about 6 to 8 weeks out on those. So I just wanted to give updates for all that while we're live. But other than that, thank you everybody for coming and joining me. I know I'm not very knowledgeable on this stuff, so thank you for being patient with me. Lisa, thank you for giving me all the actual terminology and actual stuff that I was talking about. That was super helpful. Other than that, I think Kathy and Jake should be on for the next one of these, whenever that happens. Probably next Thursday at the normal time. But I'm going to head out now. Hopefully everybody in Nebraska watching, you're staying safe with the weather in case it gets bad. So thank you for coming, and we will see you next time.